I think we just need more quality on mics and more like fans of comedy. I just think we don't have comedy fans in Detroit who are going to see these open mics. Like,
Back on the P
I think
Boiz.
you have to have just put together a good mic, right, and have it at the right venue where there's going to be people. This is all. Do we start?
oh, well,
the
yeah, I mean,
podcast
we
now?
can
Is this
start.
how
We
we're
can
getting
just
started?
get started with that.
I mean, we've had good mics in the past. And
Yeah.
It's just like, there just has to be an organic audience. It can't just be comics doing it for comics.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like if you host a mic, like if it's done right, you can get like 20, 30 comics to show up to a mic.
Sure.
But the hard part is getting the non-comics to come to the mic.
Yeah.
Which is where, so that's why it's like if you're doing it at a club or at a venue that already has patrons, like it makes sense to do it, because if you just like rented a theater and said I was going to do an open mic here, good luck getting fucking tickets for that. If
Right, you wouldn't
not
do
a
an open
headline.
mic at a theater. Because,
Right, yeah.
You have to pay for it. And
Yeah.
Comics aren't paying for that shit.
Yeah.
I think we should do more showcase type shows.
Yeah.
Feature kind of things. Like,
Yeah.
there's so many show up, go ups. I don't know that I have anyone that I respect in life that I would be like, hey, come out to see these shows, unless I was just trying to get them drunk,
Yeah.
But like going to see showcases where the lineups are meticulous
Yeah.
and picked out, and you know that you can put it in
Right. I like the
palatable-
idea. I mean, are you talking about? We keep is that?
We'll keep that on the download.
Yeah,
Oh,
all right.
we'll talk to you about it later, Brandon. But just in general, because I was telling him about that new club that's opening up in Detroit, and I saw they posted online they're not doing open mics, and so
What's
it's
the
like
new club again? Is it?
the comedy bar.
I actually just got booked to do a
What?
Jewish show there. Well, no, I had a rabbi reach out.
Oh, okay.
A rabbi
Damn,
that I
dude.
know.
You guys
called me.
truly control the media.
Yeah, we run this shit. And he said, there's a new bar, and they're going to do like a show for the Jews. In March, we got a holiday coming up. I mean, we always have holidays.
Yeah.
And he was like, all right, you want a spot? And I was like, all right, let's do it.
Nice.
How much are they paying you?
Oh, let's
We didn't. Ironically, we didn't talk money. But he invited me for dinner tomorrow, so I'm gonna hash it out. See
What's at a Jewish dinner?
what's at a Jewish dinner?
Yeah.
There's different types of Jewish dinner. So tomorrow is Friday, so it's Shabbat.
Shabbat?
Shabbat.
Shabbat.
Yeah, it's the day of rest, the Sabbath.
I thought it was a food. I did. I was like, describe what Shabbat is for me, but it's okay.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat is the Sabbath.
Okay.
Right? So it starts Friday night. So Jews have a Friday night dinner, which is Shabbat dinner. And then on Saturday, you're supposed to rest.
What is a Shabbat dinner?
It's every Friday night, you light candles, you have some wine and some challah bread, and then you just eat a bunch of food.
Is that the one where you keep a chair open for Elijah?
No, that's Passover.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Elijah doesn't get a seat every time.
Okay. He's only
Only
certain.
once a year.
Well, now that Lemonsack's here, I'll do the
And
intro.
that's, I believe, I don't think we have a chair for Elijah. You're supposed to pour a glass of wine, I believe.
Make sure you zoom in on this when you do the editing.
All right. Look at that. We're back on the P Boiz.
We're back. Did you miss us?
Did you miss us?
bet you
Did you
did.
enjoy the
been
last
so long,
episode?
baby.
Yeah.
This was a great episode. Matt Yari's back. Matt Lemonsack. Very special guest, Brandon Mullins.
The most special.
You would know this guy for appropriating black culture and fetishizing black women.
Were you there
I'm
for
sorry.
that?
I
Less
just,
than a
wanted- I
minute
just
in.
had to throw it in.
Less than a minute in.
Well, it's pretty fresh on the dome.
Yeah.
Were you at the roast?
I wasn't
Or
at.
was
I was going to
this
go.
is all through
but then it was
Malachi?
through Malachi and Facebook a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
And then also.
I posted it long enough for people to see it, and then I deleted it.
Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, local comics tend to do stuff like that.
It's all over the P Boiz subreddit.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, dude. The Michigan Comedy Facebook group is more fun than any subreddit because you just see people destroying each other.
MCN?
Yeah.
Do I got to start surfing through that again?
If you want some,
Well, I
cheap,
guess
easy
just Facebook. I don't think I saw. I don't think there's anything in the Facebook group, but I think just Facebook in general. I never realized how fun it is.
Facebook.
Yeah,
It's been fun for a little.
it has been.
It's not as fun anymore.
I don't think it's fun at all.
Yeah,
It's just me.
Nick Ford isn't calling people slurs anymore, so it's not fun.
That's when it really lost its zhuzh.
Right.
You know, it was really something.
Yeah, friend of the show, Nick Ford. So, Brandon, thank you for being on the P Boiz.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah. Can you? What is on your shirt? I noticed it's some kind of
the
gangster
Ice
rap.
Cube.
Once
Yeah.
upon a time in South Central Los Angeles.
I'm just appropriating.
Yeah, I was about to say, man.
Clearly, and then there's a paragraph underneath. What does that say?
I've never read it or watched the movie. I don't really know much about Boys in the Hood.
Oh, it's about the movie. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
Is it there a book too?
I don't believe it's a book. I think Ice Cube wrote it, the script.
Boys in the book.
I doubt it's a
I prefer iced tea.
Sweet or unsweet?
Both of them.
Hey.
So how's it going, Brandon?
Good. It's going good. It's going good.
Yeah.
How you doing emotionally? Everything.
I'm all right. You know, it's when you sign up for a roast battle, sometimes you have to anticipate that sometimes people don't like you personally.
Sometimes you get burned.
Yeah.
You don't have to
That's how the
because
game goes.
the person that we're speaking of is never going to watch this, so you don't. Have
Oh,
to
I'm
worry
sure.
about that.
I'm
might
sure.
come around.
No.
You know, someone might just, catch a stray and be like, "Oh, we need to send this."
She might see my name and think, "Oh, he's gonna talk shit about me," and I am.
Would you? Would she? Like, does she think of you guys as having beef?
No, I don't think she thinks about me at all.
Yeah,
I think
she thinks it's
she
like
heard
that.
some things about me before.
Yeah.
And she decided to just coattail that.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was because she's only seen me perform maybe 4 times when I first started. You know, and I'm assuming that's where it came from because when I first started doing comedy, all of my jokes were how I don't like white women, like all of them.
Those days.
You know, but like in fairness, I have 0 jokes about how much I love black women. You know what I mean? Like I don't use that as a crutch to be like I like because I've been to a show at the Indie where a guy went up on stage and said, I've dated black girls. They're all pink on the inside. And then I had to follow that guy, you know?
Was it him?
Yeah, it was one of those guys over there. So really quickly I realized, I was like, oh, nobody wants to hear about that kind of shit, you know?
Oh, it's a super
So-
original joke.
Yeah, it's super original. But no, none of my material is like, I love black women. It's all just
It's all
Yeah, and also,
Racist
who
against white people.
It's all
cares? Like,
subcommunicated.
just
What's
fucking
the
try
big
and be
old
funny.
black
Like,
woman?
what the fuck? Like, are you mad about someone like making a joke about like their interest in women? Like, who fucking cares?
right. My most racist joke, I'll bring it back. My most racist joke is my opinion on white women and olives. Keep them both away from my food.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
The thing for me is that like it's considered like it's like a criticism that you're fetishizing black women. So does that mean that she believes in like racial separation, like black and white can't date each other because that's actually
Well,
racist?
she has a black girlfriend.
Right. Okay. So,
She
also
white men
fetishizes
are
black
not
women.
allowed to date black women because that's fetishizing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't even own
other
40
interracial
acres.
She
couple-
can
okay,
because
so
it's
she can
cool
do
when
it.
she does it.
Right, she can do it, and obviously
Yeah.
black men can fuck white girls because
Right.
nobody's going to put an end to that.
Sure.
you know,
Yeah.
Anyway.
I learned that very
been
early
trying.
when my mom left my dad. Because like growing up, I never saw my parents, like my biological parents, I never saw them hold hands or kiss or be intimate or anything. But as soon as my mom got a black boyfriend, I was like, he's fucking my mom.
Damn.
You know, like, he's definitely,
Sure.
Implied. Okay.
Yeah.
it's definitely something I have to accept right now.
Sure.
Is that it's going to happen.
Right.
Got it.
Never thought about that with my dad though. Like I never thought about walking in on my parents. Other kids would talk about that, but I was like, your parents like each other?
So, yeah, I'm kind of lucky in that regard
Relationship.
because I have a super Catholic dad, and like he only believes in sex for procreation. So they just genuinely never fucked.
There
I
you
did
go.
find my mom's KY jelly once, and that helped me quit pills because I'm looking for pills. I came across the jelly, and I was like,
you were
okay.
Looking for any pills you can get in mom's medicine cabinet.
She just had a surgery, and I think she knew that I was stealing her painkillers.
So she
because
planted
hid them.
evidence.
Yeah, but hey, I hope. Hi, Mom.
Does your mom watch this?
Oh,
I hope
that's
not. Probably
smart.
not.
Fuck. If you do, if a woman with kids, right, has that kind of painkiller, whatever, just
Yeah.
hide it under her dildo.
Yeah.
Right. 'Cause as soon as the kids get to that, they're not digging any
Yeah,
further.
they're closing.
If I found the dildo, I would have downed the entire bottle of pills.
Well, if your
Yeah, but
family,
you would have stopped looking. Well,
did you know what it was when you found it?
There's no other reason to use KY jelly. She takes long baths, dude. Hi, Mom.
All right. Let's stop this.
But yeah, no, the roast battle was weird. That situation was weird because when you just decide to try to paint somebody as someone the crowd shouldn't like, that's different than winning a comedic exchange. You know what I mean? And that's what I felt like it was. Is all of my material that I do is all lived experience. It's all just what I've been through in life. You guys have seen me. I'm not a joke writer. Like I don't have jokes.
I'll tell you.
Yeah. You have punchlines. I think that counts as jokes.
I have like callbacks and tags and stuff, but I don't have things. I can't be like, okay, black microphone, now write a joke about it. Like that's not a muscle that I have.
Most people can't do that.
I know that this microphone's bigger than all the white ones.
There you go.
But like she just took my lived experience and just used it to paint me as a bad person.
Yeah.
And that just felt way more personal than what anyone else did at the show. You know, Jaren fucking dusted her, dude.
I know.
That's what Malachi said.
And even but the thing is even though Jaren's jokes were like real punchy and kind of like oof, it was genuine jokes that were written to have a payoff. It wasn't.
What did she say? What did she say about Jaren? Like, how did she win that round?
Yeah,
something about him being a Cabbage Patch Kid with. Actually, no, I remember. It was actually decent. She said Cabbage Patch Kid with malaria, which with his hair out, being curly. Yeah, it was fine. But Jaren, he fucked her up.
They're the two biggest pops of the night.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Crowd laughs from the house, like from the house.
What was who voted for her? The girl.
Well,
obviously.
Nick Kelly voted for her.
Okay.
And then Jaren got a vote from Jackie Marpa in the first round.
Who? I've never seen her.
No. I'm lying to you. It was Nick Kelly and Jackie Marpa both voted for Sarah, and then Johnny Mockney voted for. But it was going to be all three. Johnny Mockney said Jaren was hilarious or something of the sort, but, and as he started to say but, Jaren was like, oh, you were my favorite Oriental comedian. And then he was like, oh, now that you say that, and then he went with Jaren. So it was going to be a clean sweep,
right thing,
all three for Sarah.
That's bullshit.
And the whole crowd was just like, what?
Yeah.
You know? And then it was a clean sweep against me too. She said something about me having dreadlocks. Like she just made a whole bunch of stuff up to make me.
She was like, Brandon is heavily inspired by Eminem, and you literally interrupted her like, no, I'm not.
That's what I said. I was like, no, I'm not.
She just pulled shit out of her ass.
Yeah.
You're heavily inspired by Eminem.
That's what she said.
What the fuck does that mean?
I have no idea what that means. I have no clue. I live really, I'm at 8 Mile in Van Dyke, which is, you know, right there by Hoover. I don't know, dude. I have no idea. And she said something about my hair. She said I had dreadlocks. And I was like, I've never had dreadlocks. And she was like, fact check it. Somebody go on Facebook and fact check it.
Yeah, I actually thought that you had dreadlocks.
No, this white people shit, dude. She did. She said it's that convincingly. I've had box braids, right? Individual braids, not dreadlocks. And I was like, I've had box braids. Maybe ask your...
She just doesn't know her shit.
She doesn't know the difference.
Right. I told her to ask her black girlfriend the difference between
I
those.
wouldn't have been surprised if she had dreadlocks.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Just from like not bathing.
I don't want to say anything personally against her because then I'll have a whole army of people fucking coming after me. I'm speaking towards the decision she made on how to present herself in a roast battle. That's what I'm speaking to. Is like I wanted to go there and have fun and enjoy myself and be my normal
Well, I also think that's
guy.
That's also just kind of how she does stand up. Like that is what she just spews liberal, talking points.
I will say
I don't date men anymore because men suck.
On a very serious note, I think that's one of the biggest problems in Detroit comedy by far is gendered violence. I think gendered violence, men hating on women comedians, women hating on men comedians, gay versus straight. I think there's this gendered violence that just happens. It's like you walk in as a confident white dude and all the women there are like, fuck this guy, or you walk in as a confident female and all the dudes are like, who's this slut, Like I think it's a really big problem. I just want to love everybody.
It is, yeah. I think that every time I see a woman on not for a lot of them, I do think like, who's this bitch? Fuck this shit.
And how dare she be funny?
I root for everyone.
Did you guys see Layla Ingalls at the Sam Tallent show?
Yeah, but you're like a nice person. Like,
I did not.
I think so. I think so. I don't remember.
That's my worst qualities, being nice.
Yeah, dude.
Layla Ingalls, shout out her if she ever watches this. If she comes back to Michigan, you should get her on the podcast. Hands down, one of the funniest probably the funniest female comedian I've seen.
I thought about it because she was headlining that weekend, I think, or something.
I think she might have done Don't Tell in town or something.
Something like that. I think I thought about reaching out to her, but we were already booked up for whatever reason. So I don't think
She crushed. She murdered the Sam Tallent show.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Is there any other women comedians we should compliment while we're on the topic?
Skippy, Skippy.
We've had Skippy on the show, front of the show. She's she got some stuff.
Skippy threw another sensitive situation.
Let's get
Skippy threw a piece of cheese, hot molten cheese, into my face, directly into my face, and it was almost my fault. I'll take some credit.
I thought you were saying she threw a piece of cheese like metaphorically.
No, like pizza.
At your face. She threw a physical act.
So a table like this, right? I get pizza delivered to me, and Jaron is at the other corner, and I'm like, "Yo, Jaron, we got pizza, dog." And he was like, "Sick, throw me a slice." So I picked up a slice and I tossed it down the table.
Sure.
And everyone lost their fucking mind.
It's skill.
Yeah, everybody. No, not in a good way. Like people got really mad that I did that. At a table full of comedians, everyone was so mad, and then some cheese came off and got on Andy, our good friend Andy McFarlane's hand, and he went to throw it back at me and missed and hit Skippy right next to me.
Yeah.
And she turned straight. She turned to me point blank, threw it directly into my face, and said, "Don't fucking start that shit." And I was like, okay.
Where was this? Roadhouse?
At Mason's Going Away show.
That's what
Mason Bird's Going Away show. And then fucking Dylan Merrill walks up like 12 seconds after I clean all the shit off my face, and he goes, "What's up, pizza face?" And he didn't even know what the fuck happened. He didn't know it happened, and I was ready to fight him.
Autism. He was like,
I was going to throw Dylan through a window, dude.
Crush the time. Him and Sarah should have a baby. That would be an interesting child.
Yeah. Just dropped the name. Dropped the name.
You don't know which one I'm talking about?
She was one of my favorite in The Land Before Time, actually. She had a great attitude.
Yeah, she was a great dinosaur.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Don't fucking, The Land Before Time.
Oh, yeah.
That should be at the front of your thoughts all the time. That and We're Back, a Dinosaur Story.
It's in the front of my thoughts before time.
there you go.
Damn.
All right. What other women can we compliment? Kate Dore.
That's about it.
Friend of the show. She won our stand-up competition last week.
Hell yeah. She reaches out to me every so often to ask me if I'm okay.
Really? Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
She's a good person.
She'll say, "Are you okay?"
Jordan Johnson, good friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Yeah.
I have no idea who that is.
Oh.
Jordan Johnson?
Jensen. She's a pretty great
She
comedian.
is. She is technically a friend of the show.
Technically.
Yeah.
How? Explain it.
Well, because she's friends with Mike Racine and Sam Tallent, and they're both friends of the show.
So somebody kissed her before, and because they kissed someone else that was around them, maybe you kissed the same person?
Yes.
Wait, does that mean that like Joe Rogan is a friend of the show?
Yes.
Yeah.
And by proxy,
Absolutely.
Donald Trump, because
Right.
Donald Trump, Joe Rogan, Sam Tallent.
Yeah, I've been playing
P
that
Boiz.
game all weekend. The degrees of separation now, you know?
Yeah,
like
dude.
from us, Sam Tallent, Donald Trump, and that gets to like basically everybody.
Well,
That gets
yeah,
to, like,
we're in the
high power.
Rogan sphere now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, when are you going to start taking your guys' selves seriously with this podcast?
I've been
I
trying.
don't know, dude. Who knows?
You guys had Sam Tallent, and then your next guest is
Mullins.
Well, you know, it's kind of that's how you know. It
Dude,
starts
you're a
like here,
rising
then it
star.
pops,
and you got
You're
look
a
where you guys
booker.
are. This is a fucking business built. Like there's real businesses in here
is, yeah.
with like fax machines.
Right. Yeah.
We're in here talking
Dial
about.
up.
People are making a lot of. They're making their livings off
Yeah.
of this building, and you
We should
got.
have a fax machine in the
We
other
should,
room,
just in case.
just to make
Yeah.
it official,
Right.
You know, so
Just
people
in
walk
case someone
in,
wants to send
they know
something
we're
to us.
fucking serious.
We'll
We're
put it
getting
on the
a fax
website.
machine.
There's a lawyer somewhere, like a suite over,
Yeah.
helping somebody get through their lives.
Uh-huh.
And you guys,
talking about Sarah Lynn.
yeah,
Yeah. No,
engendered
it's-
violence. Maybe
I
we have
love
a
it, dude.
case.
Guys, the lawyers.
That's
might
how
have
you
a
know we
case.
take it seriously. This is like I keep saying, it's strictly business all 2025.
Yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah.
This is what this podcast
bangs.
is turning into. What do you want to talk about, Brandon?
Please carry the show.
Crazy bread. I think crazy
Well,
bread.
that's my line.
He's still
Oh no, let's talk
Crazy
Little
bread?
Caesar.
All right,
Tell us
we can talk
what,
about
tell us
crazy
what you
bread.
want to talk
My
about.
mom used to eat crazy bread when she was pregnant with me
That's crazy.
Where
That
specifically from?
explains a lot.
from Little Caesars.
Okay, yeah.
The fuck? You can't get crazy bread from somewhere other than.
I thought crazy bread was like a thing like other places had too, but
No, that's just bread.
Isn't crazy
It's
bread
just-
just cheesy bread?
no, it's
dude.
like garlic.
It's garlic bread.
It just
The fuck
They're
are
just
these?
like breadsticks.
What are these people?
I don't know.
I
See,
don't
this is
know,
why
not
this is
white
the cool
trash.
half.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess we are the two white guys.
My mom used to
People-
eat
I know
crazy bread.
what crazy
bit of
bread is.
culture.
I thought that other places also had crazy
Well,
bread.
they have breadsticks that have garlic and Parmesan in it, but it's not crazy enough. It doesn't have the little wacky
It's
shape.
not crazy
It's
enough.
not wiggly.
It's more loony than
Yeah.
crazy.
What is crazy bread? Then? What is its defining characteristic as crazy bread?
That's just what Little Caesars.
It's
calls
extremely soggy and like floppy.
Whoa, hold on now. It's not.
Breadsticks?
It's not.
No, but in a good way.
No.
No,
No.
They do be doused.
The
with,
bags
with
be
the
but
pretty
not
wet.
soggy though.
The
Like
bags are
soggy,
pretty wet.
When I picture soggy, I think back to when I was like 9 and I went to a cookout at a pond and I had a hot dog and a hamburger and I wanted to go swimming so bad. And when I got in about waist deep, somebody splashed me and I went to take a bite of my hot dog and it was soggy bread and it was the worst thing that I've ever had. And then I tried to take a bite of my hamburger
All right.
and it was the same thing.
Yeah.
I think you deserved that for bringing food into a pond.
Yeah, it's you're the kind of guy where you
It was only waist deep and I was not finished. And I want that's what I wanted.
That's
What would
why
you
it's-
classify?
How are you supposed to
the-
swim right after eating? You were swimming while eating.
right.
I wasn't swimming, I was standing.
asking for trouble.
What
at
would
that
you
point.
call?
I was standing with a shirt on because I was too fat to take it off.
Semantics.
of a crazy bread.
What do what?
What would you qualify the liquidity of crazy bread?
Liquidity?
Whatever the word
Yeah.
is, I don't know.
Viscosity?
Viscosity,
The
sure,
moisture,
whatever.
well,
So
No,
it depends
not
on
viscosity.
who's making it, right? If the person is maybe 19, has 2 daughters at home, and is a single parent, it's probably pretty nice and firm, but glazed well with the butter and extra Parmesan.
You can
right?
tell the family characteristics of the
Yeah.
person preparing your
100%.
Yeah.
You know,
If you're a college student that doesn't give a shit and you're just selling drugs also, then it's just a
That's the-
fucking
that's the good
crumbled up
crazy
mess
bread,
inside of the bag. So it's the consistency, but that's part of the fun with Little Caesars.
Yeah.
Because you can get a large pizza, crazy bread, and like 2 or 3 crack rocks for like $60, you know? And the crack's the most expensive part of that.
Yeah. But you can't do that
Depending on who you
anymore. I remember back in the day getting like a whole fucking hot and ready for $5, and now and I don't go to Little Caesars anymore, but it's probably like closer to 15.
the price went up and the quality of the pizza went down.
Yeah.
This is my take. Crazy bread slaps.
Yes.
Sure.
Hot and ready's garbage. Worst pizza.
It's okay if you only have a little bit of money and you want pizza. What
Right.
other place can you get a pizza for the same price that's as good as Little Caesars?
What is the price
I'd
of
rather
trash
have
Little
Burger
Caesars
King
anymore?
buns.
It's like $5 to $7 for a large pizza.
I don't think that's the case
there's
anymore.
no way.
Yeah.
Dude, you can get Domino's, 2
Hot and
mediums.
ready?
You can't get
Two
shit
mediums.
for $7.
yeah.
2 mediums, 2 toppings,
All right, let's-
$6.99 each.
Let's get down to
It's
the
insane.
brass tacks here.
Yeah,
Dude,
brass
I ate
tacks,
a
not
nacho
brass tacks.
a nacho chicken jalapeno sub from Subway.
Well, that's nacho chicken, bro.
I shouldn't have done that. My stomach was not happy. Don't get chicken from Subway.
When I was in college, my Taco Bell order was like $20. Now that same Taco Bell order is like closer to 50.
Yeah, Taco Bell, like,
Yeah.
right.
How are you spending $50 at Taco Bell?
I don't, but I'm saying
You getting meals? You gotta itemize this shit like
all right.
taxes.
Let's figure out the price for the hot and ready, and then we'll get into my Taco Bell order.
The only way that you get a good value from Taco Bell is like with the boxes. Those are always hooked up. But like the combos, yeah.
What are you talking about?
The boxes, you save money on most of the boxes.
You do, but those are all bullshit items. You itemize your Taco Bell receipt,
Cheesy
guys.
burrito crunch, like the
You
most
get a
overpriced item
meal,
on the
right?
menu.
Safe bet. Steak quesadilla meal, right? You got the steak quesadilla meal. You got a large Baja Blast. I said blast. But you got your large Baja Blast. You got your hard taco and your quesadilla. Then you go over to the little burrito menu where you have a plethora of burritos ranging from $1.69 to $2.99, and you just pick and choose how cheap you want to be. And if you want to be less than that, you can always have a good time with a spicy potato soft taco.
Yeah.
Because those
You can
Also,
slap.
you can also choose to not have diarrhea.
And you can put, I don't know if everybody knows this, but you can add potatoes to anything you want to at Taco Bell. So
Yes.
put potatoes in your Crunchwrap Supreme.
I used to work there. Like
Papas
I know the menu
fritas.
like the back of my
Right? Is that what they're
asshole.
called?
Okay, so a classic
Those are French fries.
pepperoni is $7.29. So you were right.
A hot and ready.
Yeah, it's $7.29 with tax. I mean, it's probably closer to $8, a bit more than that. But I'll give you that one.
Yeah, and the pretzel crust, dude. Have you had the pretzel crust from
I
Little
haven't.
Caesars?
That's actually I do
It's-
fuck with that.
Probably one of the best things they've done. to
Crazy
pizza
bread is
crust.
still $5.
Yep. Well, it used to be $3.29.
Yeah,
but-
it's super
Okay.
cheap.
yeah.
$5 for crazy bread.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's getting insane. Actually,
You can get the same amount of bread, garlic, and Parmesan from Domino's for $2.99. That's all I'm saying.
Is that
shots
true?
fired?
Yes.
Really?
Well, I don't know how to do it exactly, but whenever I order, I get the fucking mix, the 2 for $6.99 thing, and then it's always like, do you want to add these 16-piece bread bites for $2.99? I'm like, yeah, dude.
I turned into a pizza snob like after college, so like I get like nice pizzas now. So
I used to work at
Have you
Clover
had-
Leaf, man.
What's the lowest?
Have you had
quality
home slice?
pizza you'll go down?
I haven't
Home
had a
slice
home
rules.
slice.
Home
I
slice is
wanted
good.
to get one last time I was there
home slice. What is that? What is it?
in Toledo.
It's in Toledo at one of the Crumbly shows.
Crumbly spot.
If you go to the home slice show in Toledo, shout out Dave Crumbly, get a pizza. It's a good ass pizza.
I think I was carb fasting the day I was there last, so I didn't get any.
He cycles.
Yeah, I cycle.
He's fucking jacked. Look at him.
Right? Yeah. I'm trying to get like.
Take your
Lou.
shirt off.
No.
I'll do it.
Take your shirt off, Joseph.
What's your favorite pizza, Yari?
My favorite pizza?
Yeah.
Just as far as like taste, I like deep dish. If I'm really gonna like,
No, but like from where?
probably Lou Malnati's in Chicago.
Okay.
Do you get heartburn?
Do I get heartburn?
You don't get heartburn.
Not really.
What about Heartbreak?
I get bad heartburn
All the time.
but I love pizza.
Not all the time, but you know.
Where's your favorite
every couple
pizza?
of years.
My favorite pizza, a place in Ohio. It's called Jim's Pizza Box.
Okay.
Yeah,
Where is it in Ohio?
Lorain, Erie County.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the style?
Big, good amount of toppings, fresh quality cheese,
Okay.
fresh quality dough. It's all so Ohio has got this weird relationship with pizza places where they want to be wherever Barstool rates all the best
Yeah,
people.
yeah, yeah.
So like it's hard to be a Little Caesars in Ohio.
Right.
You're not going to stay open unless you're in, the middle of nowhere, and that's the only place to get pizza.
Yeah.
But most places have their local pizza place that's been there for 80 years, and
Yeah.
it's the best pizza you'll ever have. And then you go the next town over, and there's another place that everybody goes to.
A lot
Yeah.
of mom and pop
Yeah.
pizza in Ohio. That's
Yeah, if you're going to open up, like here, everybody opens up a Coney Island.
Sure.
There, it's pizza spots.
Okay.
And you can't find a Coney Island in Ohio for the
Yeah,
most part.
you can't find one.
The
Probably
closest to a Coney Island is probably that chili place. That place that's, they got like spaghetti and shit.
Okay. I don't know about that.
Skyline.
Skyline, yep.
Yeah,
Where is
that's
that?
not high quality chili. They have like sweet chili. That's
Yeah,
really
it's
fucking weird.
Not good. It's like when you put sweet pickles on a cheeseburger. Don't fucking do that. Don't put sweet bread and butter pickles on
feel
a.
ya.
They do that at Old Country Buffet, and I don't like that. I don't like that shit at all.
That is messed up.
They don't even have dill pickles in the restaurant. I asked them. I said, I want a burger. Can you put dill pickles?" And they said, "We don't have
They
those."
only have sweet pickles.
It's racist.
I'd rather have like a cucumber dipped in mustard than a sweet pickle on a burger.
I hate sweet pickles. Not as much as olives and white women, though.
Lemon, what's your favorite pizza?
Alibi.
Dude, that was my answer too.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's our alibi.
Yeah, dude. Alibi of Troy. Have you ever tried it?
I thought it was Alibaba.
Alibaba.
Yeah.
No, that's
Alibi
That's a
of
website that you can
Chinese
buy
anime.
stuff
Where,
on.
where
Yeah.
specifically? Where's this alley?
It's on Rochester Road. I don't know. Is it Rochester or Troy? Whatever.
I
that
think
area
somewhere in
is.
Troy.
Honestly, the best pizza in Detroit or surrounding Detroit is Buff's Pizza in Dearborn.
That's a hot take.
Dude, Buff's is great.
I haven't tried
Too
that.
hot.
Buddies,
Can't
yeah,
handle the
Clover
heat.
Leaf.
I hear you, but Buff's, you can get in there under $20 and have 2 large pizzas.
Really?
Buddies,
So you're
Buddies
their
has gone
quality
down a
into it
little
now.
bit.
Yes,
Buddies
I'm a
not
broke
what it
guy,
used to
dude.
be.
When you can get really
talking
good shit for
strictly-
cheap, you don't have to spend $100 on something for it to be good or great. Even it can be great.
Is it still? I don't know. I think you're tasting the value.
Yeah.
I think that's impacting it.
I like to try to focus on what brings value to life, dude.
Financially biased.
It is financially biased. Maybe I'm Jewish.
So that's why I fuck with Domino's.
Maybe.
Financial
Nah, you
bias.
don't,
Yeah, I think-
you don't give off the vibe. I can smell.
There
it.
is some pizzas that are like expensive pizzas that I've had that, in retrospect, I've only thought they were good because like they were expensive and I paid that kind of money towards the pizza.
Yeah, if you're paying that much money, like, that's
Because-
fucking good.
Because you can go to fucking some shithole in New York and get like a $5 slice, and or even less than that, and it's a great fucking slice.
It is, but it's also just like I lived in New York for a couple of years. And
Yeah.
the pizza's good,
Yeah.
but it's just bread with fucking cheese and sauce on it. You know what I mean?
Is that how you feel
Yeah,
about
but-
pizza in general, or is that just the take you have about there?
Well, look, if you talk about like Little Caesars and Domino's, you talk about these giant corporate, like that pizza kind of sucks because it tastes like fucking chlorine, basically. But anybody just making like a genuine piece of pizza with like they're actually making bread and using decent ingredients, I honestly don't really think there's a huge difference.
Hot take.
The freshness of the ingredients does matter.
So I will say that like almost every spot, like just corner spot in New York, they all taste the same. But there's ones that are phenomenally better, like, and you can taste the difference.
Well, some of them have like their own unique. I mean, okay, that's another like aside. It's like some of them have their own unique, like artichokes. Are you guys familiar with that? There's a place called Artichoke in New York.
I saw someone. I think Alana Blamfeld, is that her name?
That sounds like a made-up name.
Yeah.
Like Elena Banfield.
Yeah, she hosts a show there. I just saw it on her Instagram.
At Artichokes?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. It's possible.
She's funny. Call back the funny female.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, she was the funniest female we had in the state. We lost her.
Damn.
And that's probably actually true.
She comes back.
Comes back.
That's how I saw her.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, like Artichoke will.
Just stating a fact. It's like I only saw her because she came back into the state. Hey.
I thought you were. There was an innuendo.
No, I didn't fuck her.
No, yeah.
She's out of my league.
Oh, speaking of fucking her, how did it go home slice?
Let's cut this.
I'll cut this.
Was that your opening line, or were you already talking to her?
I was already like immediately after the show. I was like, "Hey, can you follow me on Instagram?" And that's my opening move.
Oh, that's your pickup line.
Because like I pull out the QR code. It's got my dog in the background. You know,
Right.
Vibe check. Anyway, what are your story?
And I'm the misogynist that fetishizes women, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
You fetishizing women.
I don't even
like
flirt.
I
don't even flirt with girls at shows,
Why not?
or I just don't,
Have you thought about it?
because I already get accused of being a shit person.
No, that's
let's
smart.
cut this
No, that's a smart move to have because it's from my experience. I never dated a comic, but I know a lot of people who did, and it always ends poorly, and it always makes like comedy awkward and like suck for people.
I don't even flirt with the fans. Like if I have somebody that approaches me after the show and they're like, "Hey, let's get to know each other." Like I don't.
Fuck.
Yeah, like I don't.
Well, no, that you should do. That's
yeah, no,
fun.
that's
That's
fair
the
game.
fun part, dude.
yeah.
because I need them to love me. I need them to, you know.
Oh yeah.
Also, I don't
got
do
your
that.
emotional
I don't.
needs.
If anyone's
Yeah,
watching
I
this,
have a lot
I
of
don't do
emotional
that.
needs.
Even though that is the fun part for him.
I don't do that.
We're sponsored by Blue Chew here, Brandon.
Right.
I need it, dude.
We had a sponsor last week.
Fucking Leo at the roast battle. That was his fucking banger of a joke. Was Brandon's dick doesn't work. Brandon has erectile dysfunction. That was the only reason I got the vote from Johnny Mockney. Is he was like, "I'm sad your penis doesn't work," and he voted for me.
It works. It's just
Right. It works great
sexual.
when you like me
Right.
already. You need to like me already.
Yeah, you got to clarify
So
that.
it's not going to work for what's her name?
Not at all. I know for sure that it wouldn't work because she doesn't like me.
Bummer.
What if it's her and her black girlfriend?
Her black girlfriend might like me a little bit.
All right, yeah, you're good.
Oh, that would be delicious if you had hooked up with her black girlfriend. That would just set the world on fire right there. I would pay money to. I would invest in that.
Yeah.
Not that
Would
I have
you?
money to invest, but just to make if that somehow contributed to it happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm putting money. Do you have a GoFundMe to banging her girlfriend?
No, I
'Cause
don't.
You should start one.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't want to bang anybody's girlfriend.
Yeah, that's smart.
Because they're torn. They wouldn't really love me. They wouldn't care about me.
Right.
The emotional connection is true. Like it's real. I was married once, and at the end of my marriage, this is going to get personal.
Sure.
My ex-wife, she would do this thing where she would be like, "Hey, it's our anniversary, or you know, your birthday or whatever," and she would be like, "You can have sex with me." But I could see in her face while we were doing it that she didn't fucking want to. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So-
a tough phrase to hear. You can have sex with me.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Like that, you can. You
Yeah,
may.
and then
We
when I
can.
could tell she didn't want to do it, obviously I wouldn't be able to stay hard. I'm not a monster. And she'd be like, "What are you, gay? You're fucking gay now? Like, what are you, gay?" Like I've been abused.
That's fairly traumatic. I guess.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that is fucked up.
Yeah, so now I
play an
need.
air horn.
She's a great mom, though. No, she's a great mom. I have nothing bad to say about her as a mom. She's a great mom, but she ruined my dick.
I'm trying to think. Have I ever slept with a girl who didn't like me?
I was married to her.
Yeah, that's kind of how it happens.
Yeah.
What about your wife? Did she like you?
My wife?
Yeah.
Which one?
Which one?
One of the harem.
What the fuck?
Is this the right word for harem? Is that the right context? Is harem the right context?
No.
Damn.
Every week we're just peeling away a new layer of Yari.
No, it was really only there was that. Well, I guess there was a fiance.
Okay, all right.
You know, but that was a different thing.
Okay.
The marriage one.
Yeah.
We weren't really together when we got married.
Okay.
Right. So when we were together, yeah, she was.
Okay.
But although at some point she definitely lost it, but then
Yeah.
we didn't hook up again after that.
You know, Paulie had a fiance when he was like 25, and then
Yeah. So that I guess that explains a lot. He's still
Everybody's favorite Paulie.
everybody's favorite Paulie.
He was engaged.
He was engaged, yeah. And I remember
No, he's just an animal.
he's just a raging animal getting.
He hosts New Way, and he didn't even have to go through the divorce process, dude. That's crazy.
That's wild.
He's a fascinating, just
Human
concept
being.
of a person.
Yeah.
'Cause
I'm
yeah.
glad.
That might be the open mic problem that we have. Is everybody wants to be Paulie and New Way.
What do you mean everybody
I don't
wants
think
to be
anyone-
Everybody wants to just let the show happen and not produce a decent lineup and put, boy, girl, female comedian, mix it up, good comedian, seasoned comedian, pack a couple people to bring the room back in. Paulie does that chaotically, you know what I mean? In the other rooms, we'll just let everybody show up and whoever goes, goes.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's hard to do an open mic when you have 4 comedians in a row that walk the crowd. Like, the first comedian will walk the crowd, more people will come in. The next comedian will walk the crowd, more people will come in.
Yeah, I know a lot of people get frustrated by Paulie's system, but it's like he is the only person who has a system
That keeps people in the building.
Yeah, he has a list for there's no reason to have the list if you're just fucking randomly.
Just lets
throwing
him know you
people up
exist.
there.
This is a guideline at best.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
No one abides by the list. Yeah, but I've seen a girl with big tits walk up to Paulie. She got there, and then he was like, "When do you want to go up?" And then she's like, "Can I go up in like 2 people?" And he's like, "Sure." And I was like, "What? She just fucking got here, and she gets to go
That's
up."
what the people wanted to see.
It is. But I was like,
This table vibrates when you hit it.
"Yeah, it's very."
Everything vibrates. If you want to get.
Let me tell you, I remember what I wanted to talk about. Because you're doing a roast battle, and you sent us the questions that they asked you for the roast battle, and I was like, "These are insanely personal questions. Like that's fucking ridiculous."
Yeah, I'm going against Shireen, and she now knows more about me than some of my best friends. And
Oh, they fed you guys like
Like a
things about each other?
questionnaire. Oh shit!
Yeah.
That's what that was.
I,
Huh. It's actually kind of smart.
yeah,
It's
no,
smart, but
I
it's
like
also
that.
like they were asking
playing with
super
fire.
personal questions. in
Yeah,
there.
and then all of her answers. She's like an awesome, like cool person. So there's not
she like
really
a
a lot of
lawyer or
material.
something?
Yeah, she's like a lawyer. She's like married to like a fucking doctor or something.
Yeah.
There's
She's
not
very
a lot-
honest.
Not a lot to work with.
She's a very honest person.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that she's appropriating Arab culture or something.
Right.
You should.
Yeah, but she is Arabic.
I know.
She
like,
said
she,
that-
she like does good things.
There was one day she was like she followed me and she said Brandon always talks about how much that he hates white women, and I don't know why I was offended by that.
She appropriates white culture. She likes Sum 41, dude.
Or hates white women or whatever.
No, she's appropriating white women. Works.
She also told me the second or third time we talked, she said my first impression of you was wrong. You're all right.
Okay.
All right. How does the roast battle work though? Is it just you against her, and then you move
Yeah,
on
it's
to
not like a bracket thing. It's just one-on-ones.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
That's interesting.
Oh, it's not okay. So there's
Yeah.
no winner. It's just you guys just roast each other.
Yeah, there's winners of individual competitions.
Okay, but everyone just
How much time are you guys doing, or is it like
5 jokes.
5 jokes?
5 jokes. Jesus. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave a lot of material.
Yeah. Do you
Like,
want
there
to
is,
plug
like-
that real quick?
What? Oh, March 27th, Detroit House of Comedy roast battle.
Yeah.
Me and Shireen. I don't remember her last
Shireen.
name.
Sharon.
Me and
Shireen.
Lebanese girl. Oh, see, that's my first one. It's like she's Lebanese.
Right.
More like Lebanese nuts.
I was gonna say that. Yeah. Lebanese nuts. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I thought of it so fast.
I was bummed I didn't get to
Lightning
go against
speed with these
Malachi
thoughts.
in the roast battle.
Yeah. I kind of wanted. I wanted to see. how that would come.
I was just going to bully him.
It would have been good to see you versus Jaron. That would have been.
He would have ended my life. He actually had a. I'll ruin it because he's going to do it eventually, I'm sure, if he has the opportunity. He had one in his back pocket about me. I have a son that nobody knows about because he's no longer with us, and he didn't have the same skin color as me. Okay. And Jaron's joke was along the lines of, if I was actually black, my son would still be here. Yeah. So that's Jaron for you. That's my best friend. Yep.
Sure.
Yeah. And maybe that bitch Sarah wouldn't have said that shit had she known that I got a dead son.
Yeah, that's pretty rude of her.
Heavily inspired by Eminem, though.
It's a heavy song. Yeah.
Yeah, she did. She did say I like them.
You do look a lot like Eminem, clearly in your dress and your, the way you.
No, I don't,
present
dude.
Yourself.
No, I don't. If anything, I look like that scooter kid from Australia.
I know. I'm saying.
Who's scooter kid from?
I don't see where the thing comes from. Like,
I forget his name.
Maybe if you had, a buzz cut and bleached hair.
Yeah.
And a shaved face. There's nothing Eminem-y about you.
Not at all. I can't even rap.
Whenever she started her writing open mic thing, I remember I signed up to do it, and then she messaged me by the way, this no racist, sexist, homophobic, rape, or she just listed out a bunch of things you can't make jokes about.
Yeah.
And then I started freaking out because I was like, that's everything I have. What the fuck am I gonna do? And so I canceled on her the day of because I was like, I can't think of anything that doesn't fall into, which I mean maybe that shows my capabilities as
I think
comedian.
funny should win,
But
honestly.
I was just like, the amount of stuff, I don't remember exactly what it was, but the amount of stuff that she included on that list, I was like, how the fuck does anyone be funny in this place?
Well, you should have just broken all the rules.
Yeah, but I don't want to be that guy who shows up to a clean open mic and is like, oh, fuck this, I'm gonna be hardcore or whatever, because it's nobody wants to.
Well, there's ways to do that. So shout out Lisa Green, her Depot Town or whatever it's called. She's got the same sort of disclaimer of no racist jokes. It's a black-owned business. It's an inclusive space, but you're not alienated if you don't fit that group. If you go there, you know what I mean. I go there and I feel fine. It's a great time. You can say whatever jokes you want to say as long as it's funny and it's whimsical and productive to the room. But if you go in there bashing people or just trying to be hateful, they'll cut you off.
Well, there's also, a lot of those jokes is not even really hateful.
Yeah, right. That's the thing is what qualifies a racist joke.
Right. If I'm just talking about race, that doesn't make it racist, right?
True.
There's a difference between racial and racist.
Also, it's when I go and if I'm performing in a room, an entirely black audience, all I'm talking about is black people.
Yeah.
I need fucking no, seriously, I have a whole set about black people that I can only do for black people. Right? Where if I did it in a white room, it'd be racist. But when I do it for black people, it crushes every time.
I know what you mean.
Yep.
I have some jokes like that get weird silences. Everyone waits for the one black guy to laugh, and they're like, "Okay, that is funny. You're right."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really
you gotta test those ones on Cliff.
No.
Cliff is not a good gauge of jokes that you should say in an all black room. Cliff DeMarco is not the guy to listen to. He will set you up for him to have a good time.
Yeah.
He's gonna laugh. He's gonna laugh. He's definitely gonna laugh.
Yeah.
I got this one clip I got to post where he laughed at me failing to do something because my bit where I do the bleep. I go I'm gonna say the N word
and the skedaddle noise when you run out of the room is so much fucking better, dude.
Yeah. So I did that at a show I was hosting, but Spotify buffered, so I just went nah, and it was silent, and then you just hear Cliff and that's he's a good comic. Shout out Cliff DeMarco.
Friend of the show, Cliff DeMarco.
That was probably the loudest I've ever been on here.
Yeah, dude. I'm really proud of you. You really stepped up on the Sam Tallent episode.
Sam was loving you.
You did steal one of my fucking jokes.
Oh, yeah.
On that episode.
What's your what joke?
I saw you comment that, and I didn't know what that was in reference to.
When you were talking about, you said people always ask, does it feel like you're sucking a dick or you're sucking your own dick? You know what I mean? Getting your dick sucked.
Stretching your shit out, your back out?
Yeah. My joke, I have a joke about that same thing of I don't know what it feels like. And you were like, oh, I just thought of it. because you were starstruck in front of Sam.
Have you
Tallent.
actually been able to do it?
Yeah, but people laugh, dude. People laugh at it.
I've been trying that bit out because Sam Tallent endorsed it, and hold on, let me pick up that name I just dropped. And it hasn't really worked.
It hasn't worked. So my bit is I get people, I was touching my own tongue or like some sort of sensation thing. And I get people, you guys can do it, grab your left finger with your right hand.
Oh, yeah, I've heard you do this.
Yeah. Like what are you feeling? Are you feeling your finger being grabbed or are you feeling yourself grab your finger?
Yeah.
Like try this at home too, right? Like you don't know. It's perplexing. So like masturbation is very confusing for me because I don't know which one I'm touching, you know? And like, thank God we can't suck our own dicks because I don't know what it would feel like, but I definitely know what it would look like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
the bit.
That's not the full joke, but that's
I've heard you
premise of
say that before. I didn't put two and two together. That was the joke you were talking about.
Yeah, don't take my mediocre material, dude.
Sorry. Dude, no, I was writing that for so long.
You should. If you do that joke again, which you shouldn't do it because it's brand
Now I can't do that. If I ever get put on Sam Tallent's show, I can't do that joke because then he's going to be like, "You took it from Lemonsack."
I can't do it because you called me out for it.
Remember.
He's never going to watch this back to be like, "Oh shit."
I feel like our 3 listeners are gonna listen.
Hey,
I guess I'll just go back to talking about women.
Yeah,
We have a
we've
lot
got
of listeners.
2,000
It's funny to be
subscribers.
self-deprecating, though.
Yeah,
We can
it's
both
funny
have a
when
joke
Sam
like that.
says that
Hell yeah.
we don't have a lot.
That
of
was
listeners, but we do.
opposite-handed.
Oh, wow.
No, but if you do that joke again and you bomb, you should just tell the audience, "Oh, Sam Tallent really
You
liked that."
thought that was funny? You're all wrong. Yeah.
I already did it.
Did you really?
Yeah. Sam Tallent like that one. And then I did the fucking, let me pick up the name I just dropped.
You guys know. Yeah.
Just working on material on the pod. No big deal.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Congratulations on that, though. Getting Sam Tallent on the...
Yeah.
That's like one of the coolest things I've ever
on the
done.
Wall of Fame.
Yeah.
He was very nice. I was very excited about the fact that he said that he wants to become more of a part of the local culture around
Yeah,
here.
that was cool because that means
that's
that like
awesome.
you know, I don't think this will happen anytime soon, but like that means, you know, you can start catching him at mics and shit. And
Hopefully, yeah.
you know, doing like for sure.
He definitely needs to start seeing the people he's booking from the local area around here before he puts them on his show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He just put me and Malachi on.
right. For no reason.
Yeah, he was like, that was a mistake.
He promised.
Whatever. I actually had a decent set.
Yeah,
I heard
you
actually
had a good set.
I did hear that you had a great set. You
Yeah.
did a great set.
That was the first time I'd been nervous in a while.
I only heard Joe say Malachi did good, but
Malachi did well. I didn't.
No,
okay.
Sam said he did well.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude,
Matt,
Sam's
how are
been
you
kinda
feeling?
like shitting on me.
I'm so
He was
waiting for-
shitting on you.
Yeah, the
I was
whole
listening
time.
back to it.
Even
I-
like at the fucking show, like after my set, he was kind of shitting on me, and then here at the podcast,
Yeah.
I'm like, "Fuck, what I gotta do?"
I was thinking he's only like taking shots
Yeah,
at
man,
you.
he's digging at me.
Yeah.
since I met him, I don't know.
He recognized you as the alpha, and so he was like, I gotta put this
Right,
down.
so he's got to
Yeah.
cut me down at the knee. I don't even fucking what alpha shit do I do? I'm like one of the quietest people. I don't know. After
That's
Lemonsack, I
alpha
guess.
shit.
Yeah.
You look like you can take some shit, dude. I think that's what
I'm
it
a
is.
sensitive boy on the inside.
You look like you can. You look like you're ready for the rigmarole. You know.
I guess so, but I'm really not. You know? I don't do all that verbal. You know.
Sure. Matt, do you want to name drop a show you're going to be on or no?
I haven't gotten a return email yet.
All right. Did you have that ready to go?
Yeah.
Bring that up. Yeah.
You gave me a lot of time because you asked.
He's getting good at this.
Yeah.
It's about time.
But yeah, no, he's to you son of a bitch. No, but yeah, he's a cool dude, and I'm glad he's because that's what I've been saying is like we need like a star of Detroit comedy. Like he's not like, you know, Joe Rogan. He's funnier than Joe Rogan, but he's not like what Joe Rogan did for Austin for us. But he's like the closest that will get to that.
Yeah, he like sells out shows like weekly. Like he brings people in, and then he doesn't fucking take money for it. Like Sam Tallent is the man.
Even if he doesn't get any more intimate with the scene than what he is now, just being able to go see his shows for a $20 ticket and see him do crowd work for an accumulative hour and just pick up on one thing that I picked up on was using the mic stand itself. Like one of his first shows, I think it was, is the mic stand was real short. So he just picked up the whole stand and was walking around with it. And the crowd loved that. There was no real joke to it other than, you know, look at the short mic, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But just that animation and physical, nonverbal stuff that he does. Yeah, it's a masterclass for real. Yeah. Fuck the Ridley's class. I'm going to watch Sam Tallent.
Ridley's class is bullshit.
I saw Brett Mercer actually do that once. Like that stuck out to me. He was like, "Hold on, I'm trying to figure out the best mic pose," and he was like walking around with it, like leaning on it in different ways.
Yeah,
that's why Brett's one of the best.
Yeah, yep.
Shout out, Brett Mercer. I was thinking of a silly name to drop.
Brett
Sulfurino.
I was thinking about it, but then I was like, wait. Shout out Remy LaCroix. If you know, you know.
Remy LaCroix? Is that Gambit?
It's a porn star. It's a yeah. She got a fat ass.
Okay.
Gambit's been confirmed coming to Marvel Rivals for all your Marvel Rivals fans out there.
Shout out Gambit.
Lucan might like that.
You guys didn't even know I'm a Diamond Spider-Man main.
I didn't know that, but I know that you play Marvel Legends.
You got to talk to girls, dude.
But only if
he
they
fetishizes them.
Only if they like me specifically.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for this new club, in spite of the fact that they're probably not going to do open mics. But at least there's more clubs.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool though to have something exclusive that you can kind of like set as a goal? Like, I get on that because I earned it and they came to me, not I signed up at an open mic or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I think the frustrating part to me is just like that's a sign that they don't want local talent. Like, they just want established talent.
Or maybe they just have done their research and see that the local talent doesn't sell tickets.
I don't know, because if the Chicago one, it's almost exclusively like Chicago comics. Like, there's a community, like a real community in Chicago.
So this is their way of expanding out of Chicago and taking their Chicago guys out of town?
That's what it seems to me like.
Fucking imperialism. Goddamn white people.
Because the guy who's headlining this weekend, like, headlines shows in Chicago, like every week. So, and nothing against the guy. I I'm sure he's funny because he obviously fucking, headlines shows. But, yeah, I think just like the reason why the Detroit scene sucks is because there's just not enough opportunity to improve in a way that, like, actually make it sustainable. Like, everyone who gets good or like rises to the top just moves to New York or Chicago or Austin.
Yeah. Well, depends. I mean, what's your goals with it? Is your goal to be on like fucking Netflix and
some people?
It? Yeah, but then I mean, if that really is your goal, there's very few cities where you can make that happen, and Detroit just isn't one of those. But there's only like 3 or 4 of those cities.
The only way would be is if you had some sort of online following.
Yeah,
you'd have to have an
online thing, and even then, you still have to take it on the road.
Yeah,
you can't just be like doing Detroit comedy and
right. I don't think you should like just only be doing Detroit comedy, but it's like,
there's enough. Okay, there's plenty of opportunity here to get very good. I mean, there is a mic every day of the week.
Yeah,
so it's like, get out there and do your mics, and that's not. You don't get famous doing open mics.
Yeah, but the mics don't really get you anywhere.
When you go out of town, they do.
When you go out of town, you do, but not everyone has that.
Have you I know you've gone out of town to do comedy. Have you gone out other than Toledo? Like, have you gone?
As I said, does Toledo count?
I mean, it does in a sense that those are people that you're not going to see here,
right.
Over and over and over again. But like when I went to Louisville, going down there, people that were at those open mics that I could tell were newer comedians or had just started, they were coming and asking me like, oh, how do you get put on shows out of state, or how do you approach this, or you're so comfortable doing this. A lot of those people were guessing that I was doing comedy for 5, 6, 7 years, and I haven't even hit 2 years yet, and I think that speaks to the amount of rooms that we have here, the amount of time, just raw stage time we have most places beat. It's up to you if you get better, but you can go anywhere.
I feel like hitting mics all the time helps.
Yeah, I mean, hitting mics all the time helps, but it's like, it is kind of demoralizing when you see the same people on like every lineup for every show, and whereas like if you look at like
hitting mics is just going to the gym.
But if you like look at Chicago, there's people who've been doing comedy for less than all of us who are already like doing whatever feature MC spots at like Laugh Factory or at Lincoln Lodge or like at these like big notable clubs.
Are they anomalies where they're that good that fast? Or
I don't know.
Because to me, I don't think there's a time frame.
Yeah, you have to get that good that fast.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
think it takes X amount of time to become a good comedian. But if you've never done any sort of performing, you're going to have to learn how to get comfortable. If you've never done any sort of packaging for different types of audience, you're going to have to learn how do I make it work in this room or every room.
Yeah.
There's a lot of intricacies, but I don't think there's like a set time before you get
I don't think there's a set time, but I think like just from seeing stuff on social media and seeing people like rise, that doesn't make sense that they rose. And then like the lack of people rising like that here kind of makes it seem like, okay, well, what's going on elsewhere that more people like are rising earlier on than we have people here. Does that make sense?
Look, if there's, I mean, are they rising in bigger markets?
I mean, it varies. Some people it's like rising in the like stand-up community. Some people it's like rising on social media. Like, you know, it varies, but I just think that like places with better opportunities, you see people rise quicker, and people have like better like opportunities because you know they can go to better clubs and get in front of better audiences.
You know who rose, but it doesn't make sense to me?
Who?
Jesus Christ.
There you go.
Am I right, Jew?
There you go.
I mean, my Jew.
There you go.
I feel bad because I called you Jew instead of my Jew.
Again.
I was gonna say my Jew. My Jew.
Right, Jew.
Am I right,
Yeah,
Jew?
My Jew.
I've watched too much South Park. Sorry, it's been a while since we had a funny thing.
Yeah, that's right. We did get too serious
Yeah,
back
shit
there
got
for
real
a
heavy.
second. Yeah, we should have just stuck with the comedy stuff. I
It
gotta
did get pretty serious.
I gotta stop thinking about comedy so much. I think that's my problem is that I
only
just
think about comedy
I just
all
think
the time.
about like why is this person so famous and I'm not?
It just motivates
Look, I
me.
mean, there's
a
mostly
lot of
skill and
motivators.
talent.
There's an element of luck, and then there's a huge element of marketing, and some
Yeah.
some people are just fucking
Like there's
really good
some
at
people
networking.
on that wall that I feel like I'm funnier than or better at stand up. But
I know the one person you're talking about.
I like to talk about two people. Mike Racine and Sam Tallent. I'm funnier than both of them.
Yeah, I don't know. You're not from
All right,
Detroit,
here-
playa.
Bro,
Here's my
marketing
take.
and networking is, you know.
Here's my take.
I said it. I know you heard it.
Just let it motivate you. Get good enough to make people feel stupid for not booking you. Just
Is
get
there
that
even
good.
an open mic tonight? Is that someone asked me if there was? I don't.
Vibe?
No.
Yeah, vibe.
There's no vibe tonight. I'm gonna jump out of this window.
Nope.
So there's no comedy tonight.
Well, there was comedy.
There was comedy.
So there's no Tonight versus Everybody. That's not that was done. Is Soul Farino taking that over, or is it just done forever?
The first one is coming over
So it's
Next
coming-
week,
It's
yeah.
coming back.
It's booked now, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Sophie's Choice. I'll be on that.
Yeah, check out Brandon.
Thursdays used to be the best day of the week for
I got a
me.
couple shows that I'm really excited
Yeah,
about.
do you want to plug your shows?
Yeah, I got on Saturday of next week, I'm doing the Heavy Flow show with Johanna Madronda.
Oh, look at that.
The Dirty Show. I get encouraged to go be myself and be dirty and
There you go.
There you go.
have a good time. That's really exciting for me. Shout out Johanna. I think she's probably one of the bookers, if not the only booker here, that gets people super excited to be on shows that are produced well. So,
No
and
comment.
we didn't talk about her being a good female earlier. So sorry about that.
No comment.
And then
I haven't seen
on
her do a set.
March 6th, I'm doing the Toll House in Toledo, which is really fucking cool.
Okay.
It's like a little private club venue
Oh, nice.
where a lot of comedians have gone and really awesome musicians and jazz people.
Is this a Crumbly thing or is this a
No,
Oh,
it's Cool Keith. He
Keith.
does
okay.
the non-crumbly side of Toledo. Comedy.
Okay. I wasn't aware that there was a non-Crumbly side.
Yeah.
Crumbly's trying to take over, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yep.
He's got like
Oh,
what,
and then
6?
the 15th, I'll be at Jordan's Place in Toledo as well. They're opening up a new comedy experience down there. They said that Toledo needs a black comedy room. So shout out to Grizz and Divanay. They're
There you go.
doing that. I'll be down there too.
Divinay rules.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, should I?
Yeah, go.
Uh,
Do your thing.
Matt, you go.
Yeah, talk about your Jewish show.
Wait, this is going to come out after the 15th, right?
This is coming out on Monday.
All right. So thanks for coming out to see me in Dryden. Jake Saloon, 220. Home Slice, 223. Chevy's, 225. House of Comedy, Roast Battle, 327. Eagles Club, 419. Canton Brewworks, 426. Figure out what all the numbers mean.
It's just dates.
Yeah, I know.
Matt, do you want to plug anything?
No.
Figure out which ones are actual shows and not mock open mics.
This is tomorrow, so I'm not going to plug that one. Did you guys hear about this new club that Crumbly's running in Monroe?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm on that tomorrow, so that should be exciting. But also, I don't know anything about it, so I'm.
It's a new comedy experience coming to Monroe, straight
Yeah.
from Toledo. Crumbly
Toledo,
Comedy
yeah.
is out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he invited me to come out to that too. I'm I do have real daughters, even though nobody believes they exist, and I'm taking them on a daddy-daughter
Oh,
Valentine's
that's
date.
nice.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's why, because I was surprised you weren't on the show. I was like, of all people, I would have thought Brandon would have been on this.
I know, isn't it crazy?
Yeah.
People should like me more and reach out to me more often.
Are you saying I should have reached out to you?
Yeah, I should have been on this podcast so long ago. I've only been on that bullshit ass Joseph show.
Yeah, you should have been on this podcast. That's on me. What else? I'm doing Ozone in Lansing, February 27th. We're doing another comedy wheel here, March 6th. That was fun, right?
Damn
Matt, you had
it.
fun?
Stop doing it on days I'm booked, dude.
Are you booked that day?
I just said that.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't listening.
Wait, we're doing the wheel on
Yeah.
the 26th?
Yeah. No,
March
on the
6th.
6th, March 6th.
Oh, March 6th?
That's also my stupid sister's birthday.
Damn. Well, happy birthday to you, Brandon's sister. Or not. I don't know.
Yeah, she's really
So
nice.
with the soundboard.
Even though apparently you're stupid.
And then
Press right
March 15th, I'm doing Stingers in Wixom. And then March 27th to 29th, One Night Stands.
Clean
So you
show.
got clean. You guys won't get to see any of my good jokes. I'm saving the good ones for, I don't know, a different show. Yeah, Brandon, thank you for being on the P Boiz.
Thanks for having me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
If Malachi was here, I was going to break your table. Just so you know.
Really?
Break
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad Malachi
I was committed to a physical bit that was going to cost me whatever this table cost.
the table.
Was Malachi in on it?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, we were supposed to be beefing with each other. I know
Yeah.
we're running over, but Malachi thought that I didn't like him, so he postured as if he didn't like me in the beginning. And then we were going to battle it out, and I was going to
Wait, he doesn't know that Malachi hates him?
let Malachi throw me through this table, is what I was going to do.
Okay, well, I'm glad
Pretty
that didn't
sturdy
happen.
table. That would
Yeah,
be
it is a
throw.
thick
I would be
table.
impressed
I'm a big
if he
guy.
could actually lift you up.
I would have jumped for it.
I know, but don't.
I've done method
WWE
acting,
style.
dude.
You should tell him you're going to do it, but then just make him actually try it.
I thought you were saying I've done meth.
You could have done the other table because the other table is like a shitty little table. Like you
A surface would have been broken, and it wouldn't have been the surface of my emotions.
All right.
And the surface of
Well,
the
I'm glad it's
tension
not
between the two of
table
you.
that we use for the podcast. 'cause
I would have
people
bought
make
another
me-
one, dude.
Really?
What do these have? Stupid stub ups that you don't even have stub ups in here, dude.
I don't
This
know
guy's
what
out here
that means.
getting Little Caesars pizza, and he's just throwing table money out.
Well,
What's
You
going
didn't
on?
get pizza for me, dude.
Yeah, that's true. we have set the precedent of having pizza for our guests.
Or at least a donut or some shit, dude.
I'm
A
sure he's got
bagel.
coffee.
I don't know what your people do.
Because we got coffee for
Lemonsack
Racine, right?
coffee?
Yeah.
I gotta.
No, I offered to get Racine coffee, and he rejected, and then he regretted that he didn't get coffee.
Yeah, he like took a 6
Also,
a.m. flight.
Sam was upset that you didn't get him a coffee.
Yeah.
No, he was upset that
Also-
you got pizza instead of coffee. It's on Joseph. It's not me.
Also, Sam couldn't eat the pizza, but he still did. So
Why couldn't he eat it?
He just didn't have an appetite, or he wasn't hungry. But you stare at a box of pizza for so long.
Yeah.
You got to munch.
Is he secretly vegan or something?
no, he said he's taking a medication.
Okay, that's funny because before he showed up, I just kept telling Matt and Malachi like, yeah, no, he's actually a pescatarian. Like he won't eat it. He's a vegan. Like, everything I said, they believe.
I went to you and I asked you because I thought if anyone's gonna know what Sam's favorite food is, it's probably Lemonsack.
I don't know.
Not
his
enough on WikiLeaks.
Because I just figured he would know.
Yeah, no, I just know his diet. I know his workout regimen, his medications.
Well, yeah, we know his medication now.
Yeah, it's fucking giggles.
Yeah.
Do any of you guys have kids?
Laughter.
No.
No kids?
I have a dog.
My oldest daughter Googled me. She's 13.
Yeah,
She went to her friend's house. She Googled "Let's book Brandon." That's what she Googled. And it brought up all my Instagram stuff. But she said that her friend Jasmine said I look like I'm desperate for attention.
Damn, dude. That's
Standing
pretty
on a
rude.
stage with
How
a
old is your
microphone.
daughter?
13. and her
Yeah, but that's a
13-year-old.
13-year-old
You have
opinion.
2 daughters? What's your...
I have 2 daughters and a son.
You got 3 kids. How old are they?
My oldest is 13, my youngest is 10, and then my son isn't with us, but he would be 5.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he would be 5. And that's 13 is the age where I've said this on stage, she's smart enough to know that I could do better now. You know what I mean? So when she says her friends are talking shit about me, I take it personal, you know?
Don't.
Because they can see.
Yeah, but they're 13.
They can see it now.
It does not matter.
Kids say
They're not
Fully
real.
developed prefrontal cortex.
All right, I have to go to a family thing. So, Brandon, thank you for being on the P Boiz.
Thank you for having me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Delightful.
It was. We'll see you soon. Big peace.
Medium piece.
Boiz #1. Kind of the #1 Metro Comedy Podcast. No big deal.